Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Let's jump into our parenthood with the busy holiday season all upon us. Very easy for us parents to forget it's actually a time to celebrate togetherness, not perfection. So joining us now is parenting expert Katherine Sellery, who always brings us excellent advice on how to create a connection and a better connection with memories and without the stress. Hi, Katherine. Welcome back to Daily Flash. Happy holidays.
Hi, Mitch. Happy holidays. So good to be here.
I'm certain you're glad that you're at home right now. I know we always get you
So
all around the world.
happy.
Very good. All right,
Love this
you've laid
season.
out 4 tips for us parents on how we can actually keep the holidays really sweet and stress-free, which is extremely important. I know I've gone through this. Let's talk about the first one. You want to take meltdowns to magic moments. Easy said. Anybody
Absolutely.
can say that. How? How?
How do we do
Yeah.
that? So the holidays, as you know, can be overwhelming for kids as well as us. Long dinners, new faces, lots of activity. And when the emotions are running high, skip the reprimands and try grounding techniques instead.
Okay.
Not grounding like as in
Yeah.
timeouts, but a break to guide them back to that calm inner center place. So take them for that, holiday sensory escape. Step out for some fresh air, sing a carol together, sip some warm cocoa while they decompress from the excitement. Just a little bit of a reset. It's amazing. It can bring everyone back to the joy of the season.
Well, yeah, and you go outside with that cold, crisp air. Sometimes that can do a little bit for you too. And
Bracing.
are you saying like, hey, have them go out or take them? It's like, hey, let's go outside for a second. Let's just say, hey, what's
No,
going?
let's go outside.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly. Just, recognizing it's just overwhelm
okay. Yeah, which in this sensory, by all means, I totally get it. When
for
and
sure.
music's usually playing because you're playing the holiday stuff. People running around, so totally get that. All right. Of course, holidays are about giving the gifts, but you say giving the gift and sharing the gift of choices.
Yeah. So we know how frustrating it can be as a little kid, right? To always have other people directing you.
Yeah.
So at these family gatherings, it often means that not just you're directing, but other people, opinions flying from all directions, maybe even some control. So if you can empower your kids to allow them to make small, meaningful choices like what kind of festive outfit do you want to wear, or which holiday dessert do you want to try, giving them a little bit more ownership over their experience fosters independence and you sidestep potential power struggles. With young kids, you don't want to say things so broad as do you want vegetables or not,
Right.
but you could say do you want the peas or do you want the carrots? And then they can choose.
And I know you've said this as an anthem almost, that giving the kids the choice gives them that sense of independence. And I imagine this time of year, they're like, okay, this is family. I have to be here. Subconsciously, I imagine that. And they're like, when you give them choices, they're
Absolutely.
like, wait a minute, I'm part of all this. And I imagine that brings that
Absolutely.
family feeling. Yeah, I
For
appreciate that.
sure.
All right, you're saying give yourself preparation for well-intended advice. Now, are you saying think up the good advice or get ready to hear it? Explain.
Get ready to hear it.
Oh,
Get
really?
ready to hear it, Mitch, because it's going to be
Okay.
flying from all directions. We've all been there. I'm sure
Yeah.
you have too.
Yeah.
That well meaning relative with that outdated advice on what kids really need, you know? So don't dread those conversations. Come prepared with that positive spin. We're teaching our kids emotional self regulation. Sounds far more empowering than we don't punish. So
Okay.
reframe that discussion. It shifts the focus from what's wrong rather than defending your parenting style. You're letting everybody know, yeah, it's a long runway. Self regulation doesn't happen overnight.
Okay, you gave a quick example there. I want to sidebar just a tad bit and kind of expound on this. Is that you're saying prep? When you say prep, are you like get those answers ready? Like we know Uncle Bill likes to punish with a belt, and Uncle Bill's going to come out and say, "Well, that boy needs it. Spare the rod, spoil the child." Are you saying get ready for a speech, or just say get ready for that moment? So maybe are you doing that so you're not flying off the handle with a response, or what?
Yeah. I mean, I think most of us know like who it is in our families who are going to want to, maybe have some judgment and say a few things that are not so kind or make us feel like we're not doing a good job as parents. I think it's hard. Parents are always under, the microscope. And so if we know that Aunt Mary or mom
Yeah.
or somebody is going to have that snide look or that side comment, I mean, I've already had 6 people pop in my head. So
Me too. Me too. I know. That's why I wanted to expound on that because yeah,
yeah,
you
we
want
know those people.
you know, but also what if you don't know those people? Maybe you're the person. Possibly, maybe that might be a thing.
Could be. It could
Should
be.
we prepare for like, okay, I know that that I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to discipline little Johnny because he gets real excited opening up presents and
Yes.
he could tear down the tree. I don't know. I'm
Yes.
making up stuff. So I imagine that preparation is important too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Your final
Yeah.
tip is to say, protect the silent nights. Wow. What are those
Yeah.
silent nights? I would love to hear that, having 4 kids growing up.
I bet, right? So those holidays can feel go, 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 right? So protecting our quiet moments is key. So set some boundaries around that screen-free time, family ritual time, holiday baking, decorating, holiday story hour before bed. Like plan to really make those happen because that's where all that moment of connection
I
happens.
agree.
So don't just, recharge the kids, they recharge you. They ground the whole family in what the season is really about.
I could totally agree. And would you agree that would having a family meeting before the holidays should say, hey, look, what are some things that we go through every year that we can avoid? Talking to your kids outright. Good
You're
idea?
good at this. Yes,
Because I listen to
absolutely.
you,
I
Katherine.
totally recommend that. What's that?
I said, I'm good at it because I listen to you.
Oh, you're listening, Mitch.
You always give fantastic advice. And Katherine, yeah, I think just having that discussion beforehand, maybe while you're putting the ornaments up, it'd be a good time. It's like, hey, what do you guys want to accomplish this season? So I always
Totally.
appreciate that. We love having you on. You've always got great ideas. And of course, you at home, if you want to find out some of these great ideas and how just to be in the parenthood that you need to be in, just go to freeparentingbook.com. If you missed out on this, don't worry about it. We'll have a link on our website at dailyflashshow.com.